Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us. We're going to dig into some truly amazing UK destinations today, perfect for a spring getaway.
Sounds fun.
All these spots were handpicked by National Geographic Traveler UK, so you know they've got to be good.
Absolutely. And we're going to give you all the need-to-know info, even if you only have a few minutes to spare.
Exactly, so you can plan your perfect spring escape. All right, first up.
Where are we headed?
Well, we're venturing off to a region that might not immediately scream travel destination, North Staffordshire.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Pottery. Right.
You got it. This area was once a pottery powerhouse. Those classic made-in-England pieces, many of them came from right here.
Ah, I see the connection. But is it all just factories and kilns now?
That's the thing. While the industrial past is still there, North Staffordshire is now a blend of rolling countryside and remnants of that pottery heritage.
So you could be exploring a former pottery factory 1 minute and then hiking in the Peak District the next.
Exactly. They even have unique places to stay, like converted pottery kilns and workshops. Now, how about a little mystery?
I'm always up for a good mystery. Where are we going?
To Wiltshire. Everyone knows Stonehenge, of course.
Oh yeah, can't miss that.
But what about 13 giant white horses carved into the hillsides?
Wait, what? Giant horses. Tell me more.
They're huge, and no one knows for sure why they're there or who created them.
That's incredible. It's like ancient land art.
I know, right? Some say they're ancient tribal symbols, others think tributes to kings. Whatever the reason, they add a layer of intrigue to the landscape.
It makes you feel like you stepped into a place where myth and history collide.
Exactly. Picture yourself exploring those hillsides, trying to decipher the meaning of those giant horses, and then...
Ending the day at a cozy pub with a pint and some good old-fashioned storytelling.
That sounds like the perfect Wiltshire experience. All right, ready for a change of scenery?
Let's do it.
We're going to the Scottish coast, St. Andrews.
Oh, St. Andrews. Thinking golf courses and windswept greens.
You read my mind. But this time, it's not about golf. We're here for something a bit more, well, spectral.
Spectral. You've got my attention. What do you mean?
Imagine the ruins of a grand cathedral and a medieval castle standing against the dramatic backdrop of the North Sea coast. It's a different kind of beauty.
Okay, I'm starting to get chills just thinking about it. That sounds haunting and beautiful all at the same time.
Exactly. And you know what else? The Fife region, where St. Andrews is located, is having a bit of a spirits revival.
Spirits revival.
Yeah.
As in, like, ghostly spirits.
Well, that too, maybe. But I'm talking about whiskey and gin. Distilleries are popping up all over, crafting unique spirits inspired by the local landscape.
Now, that's my kind of revival.
Yeah.
I can already picture myself after a bracing walk along that windswept coast, warming up by a fire with a wee dram of locally made whiskey.
You know what? That sounds pretty perfect to me, too.
From ghostly ruins to warning spirits, St. Andrews has it all. All right, so where to next?
Let's switch gears completely. How about the quintessential English seaside town of Weymouth?
Weymouth. Okay, I'm picturing charming streets, colorful beach huts, the smell of fish and chips in the air.
You've got it. Weymouth is all about that traditional seaside charm. But here's a twist. It's also nestled on the Jurassic coast.
Wait, the Jurassic coast? As in dinosaurs?
The very same. We're talking dramatic cliffs, fossil-rich layers, millions of years of history.
Wow, so I could be building sandcastles on a beach where dinosaurs once roamed. That's incredible.
You got it. And there's more. You can hop on a boat trip to nearby islands, maybe spot some seals or puffins.
Okay, Weymouth is definitely going on my list. It's the perfect blend of old-school charm and a touch of prehistoric adventure.
Now I'm craving some wide open spaces. Let's head to the North Pennines.
The North Pennines. You know, it's often overshadowed by the Lake District and the Yorkshire Dales.
I know, right? But I have a feeling it's just as beautiful with a fraction of the crowds.
You might be onto something there. What kind of landscapes are we talking about?
Imagine rugged hills, cascading waterfalls, and echoes of a rich industrial past. Lead mines, now reclaimed by nature.
It's interesting how those traces of industry can become part of the landscape.
I know, right? It adds a layer of history to the natural beauty. And speaking of history, the North Pennines are steeped in folklore.
Oh, tell me more. I do love a good spooky tale.
Well, there's a legend about Cauldron Snout, this dramatic waterfall. They say it's haunted by a ghostly washerwoman, forever scrubbing blood-stained clothes.
Ooh, spooky. I can already picture the mist rising from the falls. And Wait, why blood-stained clothes?
Local lore says it's a reminder of a tragic mining accident that took the lives of several workers.
Oh, wow. That's chilling. It really connects you to the past in a powerful way.
Right. And did you know the North Pennines is both a national landscape and a UNESCO Global Geopark?
So it's officially a big deal.
Absolutely. And if you're a history buff, guess what?
Don't tell me. Hadrian's Wall is nearby.
You got it. Easily accessible from the North Pennines.
Okay, you've officially sold me. North Pennines, here I come.
Yeah.
But before we go, I'm curious about another spot that's always intrigued me, the North York Moors National Park.
Ah, the North York Moors. It's a landscape of rolling, heather-clad moorlands meeting dramatic coastal cliffs.
I've seen some stunning photographs. But tell me, what makes it so special?
Well, for one, it was the inspiration for The Secret Garden.
No way! So I could be walking through the very moors that inspired that classic novel.
Exactly. Picture yourself hiking through those expansive moorlands, discovering hidden valleys, ancient stone crosses, maybe even a secret garden of your own.
And ending the day at a traditional country pub, of course.
Naturally, with a roaring fire and a hearty meal, and if you're looking for even more idyllic beauty, check out the Hawardian Hills.
The Hawardian Hills.
It's an area of outstanding natural beauty, or AONB.
Ah, right, AONB. They protect those areas for their significant landscape value.
Exactly. So you know you're in for a treat when you visit one. Okay, ready for a bit of seaside charm?
Always. Where are we headed?
To Landudno, the queen of Welsh resorts.
Ooh, I've heard of Landudno. Victorian vibes.
You got it. Think Grand Promenade, pastel-colored houses, the pier stretching out into the sea.
It's like stepping back in time.
It is, but it also has a modern vibrancy. Plus, it's a gateway to even more adventures.
Oh, like what?
To the south, you've got Snowdonia National Park, perfect for hiking and exploring.
I do love a good mountain hike.
And to the north, there's Colwyn Bay with its sandy beaches and water activities.
Hold on, there's more.
There's always more. Just a stone's throw away is the historic town of Conwy. It has a magnificent medieval castle, and get this, the smallest house in Britain.
The smallest house. I have to see that. Okay, Llandudno is officially a must-visit. History, natural beauty, seaside charm, and a tiny house.
It's the perfect combination, but you know what? We've only just scratched the surface.
Wait, there's more.
There's always more. We have 8 more incredible destinations to uncover, each with its own unique flavor of UK spring magic.
I can't wait to hear about them. But for now, let's take a little break.
Sounds good. We'll be right back to continue our deep dive into the UK's best-kept spring secrets. Okay, let's dive back into those UK spring escapes. Remember that artistic vibe we were talking about? Well, get ready for the Stour Valley, also known as Constable Country.
Ah, yes. The Stour Valley. Gentle hills, charming villages that look like they're frozen in time, and this incredible light, like something out of a painting.
I know, right? It's no wonder it inspired John Constable, one of Britain's most famous landscape painters.
Exactly. You can practically feel the breeze and hear the birdsong just by looking at his paintings.
It's like you're transported right into the scene.
And you know what's so cool? The Stour Valley is still inspiring artists today, just as it did back then.
I can only imagine. Okay, so if I'm picturing myself in this artistic haven, where should I start?
Well, you've got to visit Dedham. It's this adorable village with honey-colored cottages clustered around a picturesque church.
I'm already sold.
It's the very scene that Constable immortalized in his painting, Dedham Vale.
So I could be walking through the same streets that inspired a masterpiece. That's amazing.
Exactly. And there's a thriving arts community there. You could check out the Dedham Art and Crafts Center, or maybe even take a painting class at Dedham Hall.
A painting class in Constable Country. Okay, that's officially on my bucket list. Now, for something completely different, let's talk about Rutland.
Rutland.
England's smallest county. I have to admit, I don't know much about it. What's the draw?
Well, Rutland is a true hidden gem. It's like they took the best of the Cotswolds and the Lake Districts and shrunk it down into this adorable little package.
Okay, now you've got me intrigued. Tell me more.
Imagine rolling hills, cute villages, honey-colored cottages, and those classic English pubs.
I'm already loving it.
But the real star of the show is Rutland Water.
Rutland water.
It's this massive reservoir that brings a touch of lakeland charm to the area.
So I could be wandering through a charming village one minute and then sailing on a lake the next.
Exactly. You could be exploring the shops of Oakham, the county town one day, and then out on the water kayaking or paddleboarding the next.
You know, it reminds me of this time I was hiking in the Dolomites. I stumbled upon this hidden valley with a stunning lake and this little hut serving the best apple strudel. It felt like discovering a secret world.
I love that. And Rutland has that same sense of discovery. They also have this newly renovated spot called Barnsdale. It's perfect for a peaceful retreat.
Sounds lovely. Okay, Rutland is officially on my list. Now let's shift gears a bit. I'm a sucker for history, so tell me about Winchester.
Winchester. Oh, you're in for a treat. It's a city that's practically dripping with history. I mean, it was once the capital of England.
No way. So I could be walking the same streets as kings and queens.
Pretty much. Imagine exploring ancient churches and grand cathedrals that have stood for centuries, witnessing all of England's history unfold.
Just thinking about it gives me chills. Are there any specific spots I shouldn't miss?
Well, Winchester Cathedral is a must-see. It's a masterpiece of Norman architecture, and it has the tombs of Saxon kings and even King Arthur's Round Table.
King Arthur's Round Table? Seriously?
Seriously. And if you're up for some exploring, you can check out the ruins of Wolvesey Castle. It was once a magnificent palace for powerful bishops.
Wow, a palace for bishops. It sounds incredible. Okay, Winchester is definitely going on the itinerary, and I'm hearing it's also a great spot for hiking.
You heard right. Winchester is the starting point of the South Downs Way, a 100-mile trail that takes you through rolling hills all the way to the white cliffs of the Seven Sisters.
Okay, now we're talking history, hiking, stunning coastal views. Winchester has it all. But now I'm craving a taste of that Cornish coast. Let's talk about Falmouth.
Ah, Falmouth. It's a place where the sea air mingles with this creative energy. It has a long maritime history, but it's also a haven for artists and musicians.
I've always been drawn to the Cornish coast. Wild cliffs, hidden coves, stories of pirates and smugglers, you know.
Oh, absolutely. And Falmouth embodies that perfectly. You can explore its historic harbor where tall ships once sailed, or wander through its streets, lined with galleries and studios.
I can already picture myself browsing those galleries, finding unique pieces inspired by the sea.
And here's something interesting. Falmouth has 2 universities, one of which is known for its arts programs. So it has this vibrant, youthful energy with lots of indie theaters, live music, and art studios.
So it's a blend of traditional seaside charm and modern creativity. I like it.
Exactly. You could be enjoying a Cornish pasty on the harbor one minute and then catching a cutting-edge performance the next. And don't forget about their festivals.
Festivals.
They have some really unique ones, like the Sea Shanty Festival and the Oyster Festival. It's a true celebration of Cornish culture.
Oh, wow. I can almost hear those sea shanties now. Okay, so you mentioned that this list is all about uncovering hidden gems. Got any more of those up your sleeve?
Absolutely. Picture this. You're driving along the M6, maybe on your way to the Lake District or Scotland, and you decide to take a little detour.
Ooh, a detour. Where are we headed?
To a place called Arendside and Silverdale.
Arendside and Silverdale. I have to admit, those names don't ring a bell.
Most people wouldn't even think twice about this area, but it's an area of outstanding natural beauty, and it's totally off the beaten path.
Okay, you've definitely piqued my interest. Tell me more.
Imagine this. Ancient woodlands, limestone hills, salt marshes teeming with bird life, and a rugged coastline.
Wait, all in one place?
All in one place. It's like a little microcosm of all the best landscapes England has to offer.
I love it.
And it's super easy to get to. You can take the train to Arnside Station, rent an e-bike, and explore at your own pace.
E-bikes, that's perfect. Eco-friendly and a fun way to get around. Okay, Arendside and Silverdale, you're on my list. Now, for a destination that combines stunning scenery with delicious food, where are we going?
Let's head to 몬머스셔의 in southeast Wales. Mountains, rivers, rolling hills, and get this, Michelin-starred restaurants.
Hold on. Mountains, rivers, A&D, incredible food. This is my kind of place. What kind of culinary adventures are we talking about?
몬머스셔의 has become a real foodie destination. They have a bunch of Michelin-starred restaurants, plus tons of independent cafes, pubs, and farm shops that showcase the best local produce.
I'm already drooling.
And what's great is that you can pair your foodie adventures with some outdoor exploration. Hiking in the Black Mountains, walking along the River Wye, maybe even visiting Tintern Abbey, a stunning Gothic ruin.
Sounds perfect. I've also heard about a new trail, the Wye Valley Greenway. Have you been on that?
Oh, yes. It's fantastic. It follows an old railway line, so it's a nice, gentle path that takes you through some of the most beautiful parts of the valley.
I bet it's especially lovely in the spring with all the wildflowers in bloom.
You're telling me. And don't miss the charming towns in Monmouthshire. There's Usk, famous for its flower festival, Monmouth, the county town, and Abergavenny, which is a real foodie haven.
Ooh, Abergavenny. Tell me more about its food scene.
Well, they have a fantastic selection of independent shops, from bakeries to delicatessens, and their restaurants are top-notch. They also have a renowned food festival.
The Abergavenny Food Festival. I've heard amazing things. Okay, that settles it. Abergavenny is officially on my list. Now, for our last stop before we wrap things up, let's head north to a region that often gets overlooked. Have you heard of the Forest of Bowland?
The Forest of Bowland. Oh, yes. It's one of those hidden gems that often gets overshadowed by the Lake District and the Yorkshire Dales, but it's just as beautiful.
I love discovering those secret spots.
And it's right between Manchester and Liverpool, so it's easy to get to. But despite being close to those big cities, it feels incredibly peaceful and remote.
Like a hidden oasis.
Exactly. And don't be fooled by the name. It's not a dense forest. It's actually this incredibly diverse landscape with rolling hills, moorlands, woodlands, and valleys.
I'm sensing a theme here. The UK just have this incredible variety packed into a relatively small space.
That's one of the things I love about it. And the Forest of Bowland has such a rich history, too. You can find prehistoric burial mounds, medieval hunting lodges, and even hear whispers of witches and highwaymen.
Witches and highwaymen? Sounds intriguing.
It is. It adds a touch of mystery to the whole place. And you can go from exploring the tranquil Loon Valley to the wild, windswept Bowland Fells, all in one day.
Wow, so much variety. And is there a way to explore this area responsibly?
Absolutely. They have this initiative called Eco Escapes, which encourages visitors to use public transport and supports local businesses that are eco-conscious.
I love that. Okay, the Forest of Bowland is officially on my list. We've covered a lot of ground, from artistic havens to foodie hotspots and historical gems. It's amazing how much the UK has to offer.
It really is. And we still have one last destination to uncover, a revitalized seaside town that's all about embracing the coast.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear about this one. Let's dive in. Okay, we're back and ready to unveil our final UK spring escape. We've journeyed through rolling hills, ancient ruins, and charming villages, but now we're ending on the coast, with a town that's all about revitalized seaside fun. Whitley Bay.
What's really cool about Whitley Bay is how it's reinvented itself. It used to be known for, well, maybe being a bit past its prime, with faded amusements and caravan parks.
Ah, I see. Kind of like a classic seaside town that had lost a bit of its sparkle.
Yeah, exactly. But now it's totally different. It's vibrant, it's modern, and it's all about embracing that coastal lifestyle.
I love that. So what was the turning point? What sparked this transformation?
Well, they've put a lot of effort into restoring its historic landmarks, like the Spanish City Dome. Have you heard of that?
The Spanish City Dome, vaguely, but refresh my memory.
It's this incredible white dome right on the seafront overlooking the beach. It first opened back in 1910 as this grand entertainment complex.
Wow, over 100 years old.
Yeah, and it fell into disrepair over the years, but they've recently restored it to its former glory. Now it's got restaurants, cafes, event spaces. It's a real hub for the community.
I can only imagine. So they took this piece of history and gave it a new lease on life. Now, what about the beach itself? Is it still that classic British seaside experience?
Oh, absolutely. Whitley Bay Beach is beautiful,
Yeah.
golden sand, perfect for families, and it's been a blue flag beach for ages.
Blue Flag Beach. Can you remind me what that means?
Sure. It means it meets really high standards for water quality, environmental management, safety. So basically a clean and safe beach. Great for everyone.
Okay, good to know. So it's perfect for a traditional day out by the sea. But I'm guessing there's more to Whitley Bay than just sandcastles and ice cream.
You bet. It's also become a bit of a water sports hotspot. Because of where it's located, it gets some great waves, perfect for surfing, paddleboarding, kite surfing.
So not just relaxing by the sea, but also some action-packed fun.
Exactly. And people even swim there year-round.
Wow, swimming in the North Sea year-round.
Yeah.
That's impressive. It sounds like Whitley Bay really does offer a bit of everything. Classic seaside charm, a touch of history, and some adrenaline-pumping water sports.
And that's what makes it so cool, right? It's this blend of old and new. The restored Victorian grandeur of the Spanish City Dome, the modern energy of the water sports scene, all within this classic British seaside town.
Well, there you have it. 15 amazing UK destinations, each with its own unique appeal. We've explored ancient landscapes, artistic havens, foodie hotspots, and now a revitalized coastal gem. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling incredibly inspired.
Me too. It's amazing how much variety the UK has to offer.
Absolutely. So to everyone listening, what resonated with you most? Did you fall in love with the rugged beauty of the Scottish coast, the literary landscapes of the Yorkshire moors, the culinary delights of Wales, or maybe the revitalized energy of Whitley Bay?
It's amazing to think about all these hidden gems just waiting to be discovered.
Exactly. The UK is full of surprises, and with spring just around the corner, there's no better time to start planning your adventure. So what will you uncover this spring? Happy travels, everyone.